Good morning. So, I want to talk about purging during the spiritual awakening. As we go through the spiritual awakening, we'll notice that it's kind of like a roller coaster. You go into these states of complete purging where the pain is so intense, and we begin to go through our weaknesses and see ourselves overcome ourselves and see ourselves, and we go into these places of just extreme pain where we feel like all is lost, and stages where the pain is so bad that we feel like it will never pass. Even as we progress on this spiritual awakening, it seems like the pain becomes more and more intense when we fall into those patterns. And then as we rise out of them, then all of a sudden we'll have all of these conclusions. We'll have all of these aha moments. We'll have all of these realizations that begin to flow through us, all of these understandings as we transcend another weakness within ourselves. So every time that we go down into one of these pits or one of these like dips in the path, it is coming to teach us. It is coming to allow us to do that internal work and to overcome our weaknesses, and from those weak places, as we come out of them and we understand, we slowly gather our self-worth back from those places of weaknesses as we come out of the pain. So the trick, or the way that I am finding to go about it, is to allow yourself to purge deep in those places and just trust the divine. That if the divine, if I am purging now, and quit fighting against, to allow, be an allowance, because it is taking us through all of our weaknesses, which the weaknesses are these archetype energies. We have these energies that it's like on a spectrum, that we have the two sides. We have the weakness and the strength of that energy. And wherever we're not standing up into the strength, wherever we're not grabbing a hold of that energy and allowing it to flow through us in its power, then we are hiding in its shadow, which is in the parts where I'm undeserving, poor me, where you begin to be the victim of it, because being the victim, you are avoidant. You become avoidant of having to take responsibility for whatever power is flowing through you naturally. So as we go through the spiritual awakening, there is a purpose in these lows that we go through, in the pain that we go through. And the more painful it is, the deeper the core wound, the deeper the wound is, the more that we are purifying ourselves. So the more that we are able to endure that pain and go through it, it is going to teach us and bring us out the other side that much stronger. You can notice this again and again and again as we go on these, as we go down these paths that were completely broken on the floor, and see no hope. A lot of times the answers don't come in your mind. They will eventually come to the mind, but the answers come from a place of emotion. So when you allow yourself to go through these emotions, sometimes you don't even know what the pain is. How could the pain be that bad? You take that pain and you attach it to specific stories. But actually, as you're purging through that pain, you are also cleansing out any past traumas from your early childhood, from when you were born and you were abandoned from your mother. You came out of the womb into the world, and all of a sudden your ego is your own. You are your own entity, and you have a notion of abandonment. So purging comes to serve a purpose. It not only heals whatever the stories are in your mind and allows you to face them, because once you go through the pain of them, you're not afraid of them anymore. Once you go through the pain until you just can't feel that pain anymore, it you get numb to it at some point. And that pain also burns out all of the past traumas. Anything that has been at that level of pain will be burned out because you won't be afraid of facing it anymore, because you know your capability of facing your own pain. You know how to, you know the depths of your emotions. You're not afraid of your own emotions anymore. So it's like, once you've been through something 15 times, you're not afraid of it anymore. Once you learn how to make coffee, it's not, it doesn't feel like a task anymore. So if you can go through your own fears in that way and completely come into acceptance in it, you don't have to fear your own self anymore. And then you are able to allow whatever wants to flow through you. So the spiritual awakening is transcending the ego, overcoming all of our own fears, and ultimately it is allowing whatever wants to flow through. My natural state of being, my natural essence, allowing it to flow through without all of these filters that are protecting myself from fear. Because once you go from pain, uh, protecting myself from on this twin flame journey, from rejection. Because once you're able to deal with that, then you're able to open your life up more freely and move more freely in life, because you realize that rejection is just a way of exacting your life. Whatever isn't coming into your life, it's because something vibrationally is off. The two parts aren't connecting. So you start getting more curious about it. You realize that that is something that has come to not only teach you, but it has come to exact your life, to where your life is an exact vibration with you. It's a vibrational match. So whatever's not coming into your life, you realize is not a vibrational match. Something there is off. Otherwise, it would be attracted into your life. It would come into your life in a natural way. So you begin to be curious and you begin to let go and not try to force things into your life that aren't coming in a natural way. So purging serves a purpose. The further we go along this, we go into these purging states where we have nothing to say. We're just in that pain. Try not to force anything to come out. And then as you start rising out of the pain, then you have like these downloads, realizations, and you realize that those realizations, those downloads that you are getting are your step up on your spiritual awakening. It means you purged and now you are on a step up. All of these realizations you are able to now contain because of the purging that you have done, because of the expansion that you've expanded your vessel, your ego, you have expanded it, made it that much broader so that it can hold that much more of your soul, which your soul is all knowing. It's connected directly to the divine. So it comes to serve a purpose. It is purifying your vessel. The pain is sitting in the ego, because as long as you're in pain, it means that you are pushing against circumstance. You are pushing against what is. You're pushing against cause and effect. You're pushing against conclusions. You're pushing against natural circumstances or ashlachot. There's a word for it. You're pushing against what is coming to be by nature, the natural conclusions, outcomes of what is, according to cause and effect. There is no emotion in cause and effect. You push a ball, the ball rolls. You are out of sync with your divine light. Things are going to be happening in your world that are out of sync. And so as you grow and you expand your vessel, then more and more you quit pushing against life, and then you become curious about life, and then you can move through life more naturally and find what is in sync with your being. So, sending you guys so much love. That is the purpose in purging. We know this as we go down, every time we come out of a purge, that we can feel that expansion. We can feel how much we have already burnt out. So, sending you guys so much love. Thank you. Thank you for watching.